What's in your head? In your head, zombie, zombie. Hey, welcome back. You already know why we're singing it. It's the zombie route. And we're gonna hopefully finish it today. Alright, so last time we killed the love of our life because she was a zombie. So that was nice of us. 3 days went by after I seemed to have lost touch with my sense of reality. The situation had not improved. I know it's because there's zombies out there, but damn! It's hella depressing to be holed up in one room all day. Yes, we need some entertainment to lighten the mood. Kiyoshika, swallow your sword and push it out your backside. You asked the impossible. I've pushed it from outside in before, but never inside out. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. You seem pretty into whatever you're reading, Tsubasa. What is it? Oh, this? Some old scroll. I found it in the library and brought it along when we escaped the metal shop. I just wanted to see if I could find anything zombie-related in it. That makes sense. Kurata seems fine now, but there may be other unknown side effects from the bite. For now, I think the most probable answer is that you don't get turned into a zombie just by getting bitten. You don't? What's that mean? Turning into a zombie after getting bitten is probably just a myth popularized by the movies. Then why did everyone who was killed turn into zombies? That's what we're trying to find out. Just like how we're always trying to find out why you're so stupid. I resemble that comment. I'm indeed more ignorant about some things than my peers, but that is all. The reason people are turning into zombies? Did she mean to say resent? Is she stupid? You know, if we found a reason, we'd be able to rip those zombies a new one, right? It seems that way, but we don't know anything yet. Maybe burning up the bodies of the zombies wasn't the best thing to do. Why? This is going to sound crazy, but... if they were still around, I think we might have found some kind of clue by dissecting them. It's just a theory, of course. A game theory. You know that channel, right? MatPat? There's no way to check now that they've all been burned up. Not all of them. You want zombie bodies, we can always get more. Huh? Let's get out there and catch us some zombies! And how do you propose we do that? Let me handle this. I got an idea. I ain't about to cower in this room forever. About time we gave those sumbitches some payback. I would never put faith in this vulgar peon's ideas, but I'm fed up with all this sneaking around too. We can't move forward if we keep hiding like this. It depends on what you guys have in mind, but I think anything that might lead us to a clue might be worth pursuing. Well, if everyone's in, then I'm in. How about you, Takumi? I don't care either way. Stop moping around already! Yeah, I ain't about to say anything like that. I can't even imagine the pain you must be feeling right now. Hey! But if you hadn't killed Nozomi back there, Kiyoshika would have died, right? Sir Takamaru. Can't you see you're killing her inside every minute she sees you feeling down? Do you want her to think you wouldn't have to suffer if she died instead? I was startled by Takamaru's words. I wasn't trying to make Kiyoshika feel that way at all. But I still couldn't forget the sensations I felt and the look in Nozomi's eyes. I couldn't forgive myself for what I did.
If you can't get back on your feet for yourself, do it for Kiyoshika.
For Kiyoshika? Aww. When I raised my head, I saw Kiyoshika's face, twisted in remorse and agony. Kiyoshika, don't look so sad. I did all that by myself. None of it was your fault. I didn't do it for you to look like that. I caused that. I ain't gonna pull you along if you don't wanna. You decide. I did the unforgivable. But I'd be hurting Kiyoshika again if I kept despairing like this. I might as well. I'll do it. I'll join your plan. Now we're talking, and I don't want to hear any complaining from you later. I won't. Sorry for making you feel bad, Kyoshika. I'm fine now. No, please do not apologize for anything. I really am grateful that you saved my life. But I'm so unsophisticated and dull in speech. And I couldn't do anything for Lady Nozomi either. And then Don't cry. What happened wasn't your fault at all. But Lady Nozomi... She's crying as hard as little children do when I sit next to them. You made Kyoshika cry. Kneel down on a bed of knives to show your contrition. Please, no. Right on. Now that the awkward stuff out of the way, let's go get revenge for Nozomi. Yeah. With our emotional gears thus shifted, we immediately started preparing for Takamaru's plan. That afternoon...
You need to dig deeper over there. That's where the punji sticks are going.
Yes, ma'am! My muscle training will be coming in handy here. My back hurts. Do we really need such a big hole?
We started by building a massive pitfall in the schoolyard.
A pitfall to trap all the zombies in? I couldn't have thought of anything more straightforward if I tried.
Yeah. I'm real smart, huh?
As clever as a brain-dead punk can be, I suppose. Are you doing my part for me, Kyoshika?
That goes without saying. The training arc is my favorite part of any story.
We spent a lot of time digging the hole. Good, this should work. The zombie trap was officially completed after we spread camouflage over the pitfall. Now we just have to make a lot of noise to attract them here. Thought you'd never ask. Takamaru took out his infuser. I'll load them all here on my bike! He transformed into his class armor and started tearing through the school on his motorcycle.
Hey! Come on and join us in the open, you freaking zombies! If you're looking for a fight, you got one in me! What are you waiting for?
He's really excited about this.
Yeah, he's practically glowing with life. He must have been really stressed out. Ugh, I just hope the zombies show up before he destroys my eardrums!
Look over there, everyone! At Kyoshika's shrill cry, we all turned to look at where she was pointing. Hey, Eita. One zombie? Is that all?
Huh?
Yeah, I don't see the rest anywhere. Only one comes out after all that running around? Guess it wasn't loud enough. Would have been easier if we could get them all at once. But one's good enough. Now we just have to lure him over. I'd barely finished a sentence when... Hey, he's coming over! Is this really gonna work? Don't panic. Our pitfall design was perfect.
Hey!
Come on, keep coming. Zombie Eito kept getting closer and closer at an alarming speed until finally...
He fell for it! That'll show him!
Did the trap work?
I peered cautiously over the edge of the pit. I could see Eito lying at the bottom, pierced through by the sharpened sticks we'd put down there.
One of the sticks has gone through his head. He stopped moving.
I made the trap and all, but this is just too gross. I need to throw up.
Hell yeah, get a load of that. We did it. It was a barbaric plan, but at least all that digging I had to do didn't go to waste. You hardly did any digging. Seeing a former acquaintance falling for such a gruesome trap wasn't a good feeling, even if he had been a traitor. We quickly moved Eito's body to the garage before the other zombies had a chance to show up. I'll start the examination right away, but I'm not an expert or anything. It might take a while. If all goes well, I should be done by tomorrow. Can you guys wait until then? Of course. Thanks for doing this. We may finally figure out why they've been turning into zombies. What's with the gloomy face? This could be just what we need to finally kick their asses. He's gloomy because he has no excuse to slack anymore if we do find out the proper way to kill them. No, I'm not. Don't put words in my mouth. And that's still better than me, since my entire existence is the epitome of gloom. You've already gone straight past gloom to doom. Yes, I was born doomed. How did you know? Sorry, but can you guys take this outside? I'm trying to concentrate here. I just noticed, I just make this observation. Tsubasa and me are the only people that survive both the killing game and are surviving, like, in this group. So, they're spreading out the screen time, I guess. We left Tsubasa alone and waited for her to finish your autopsy. I guess she's too important to the plot, because she does all the machine shit. And I guess she does autopsies now, because fuck me. The next morning, at around the time the usual morning announcement played, Tsubasa informed us she had finished her examination of Eito's body. Yeah, this should be okay. Thanks again, Tsubasa. Did you stay up all night? Are you feeling alright? I was rushing to finish because there was something I wanted to look into. And you found the answer? Yep, I finished the dissection. Everyone come over here. Look at this. Well, what the hell is that? Is that a worm? I've never seen one this shape before. I found it inside Eito's body. It must be the gi. To be precise, in his brain. His brain? Yes, it's similar to a parasite. You see these super thin tentacles? That looks disgusting! What even are those? They stretched out from his brain and ran through every corner of his body. I think these tentacles were spliced with all of Eito's nerves. With all of Eito's nerves to make his dead body move around. It's probably the same for the other zombies. So this slimy little thing's the reason dead people are turning into zombies? Never seen anything like this before. What is it? Neither have I. You're lying. You probably have a toy for tentacle play that looks just like this. Certainly not. I am unfailingly loyal to the holy Jumanji sword. Yeah, back to the topic at hand. So, I actually have an idea what this thing may be. You do? Its characteristics match something I read about in that old scroll the other day. I was wondering if they could be the same thing. Let's see, it's this part here.
Gi. That's the name of this thing?
The gi. Wait a minute. This looks a little different than the one you pulled out. I'll explain that part too. It's going to get complicated though. First of all, the gi depicted here is a gi queen. This queen is the egg-laying type. So something like a queen ant? That's right. The difference between them and ants is that gi queens exist in two different states. The one we're looking at here is in its female spawning phase. It only gives birth to a single female egg. And this is the male spawning phase. In this form, it only gives birth to male eggs. So there's two types, each able to produce only male or female eggs? Exactly. Now, here's the important part. The male spawner lays her eggs in dead bodies. Dead bodies? Wait, that means... Whatever you're thinking right now is probably right, Takumi. Look at this. When a male spawner lays an egg in a dead body, it immediately hatches into a larva. The larva then crawls through the body toward the brain. Once there, the larva makes use of the nerve fibers to control the host's body.
So from the outside, it looks like the body has come back to life, like a zombie.
Then what you showed us just now was... Yes, this gi larva was the reason Eito turned into a zombie. Seriously? Eito was being controlled by that thing? Any other information about the other type of queen? The female spawner? There is some, but I'm not sure I understand it very well. It says a queen in its female spawning phase inhabits living bodies instead of dead ones. No other details, huh? I think I get the gist of it now. If we die and this gi lays an egg in our dead bodies, a disgusting larva mind rapes us and turns us into zombies, toying with our bodies as they please. Ick. To toying with our bodies, such obscenity. Obscenity. I must know more. Yeah, I think there's something about that written here. And this picture shows a zombie attacking someone. And it looks like the victim is getting infected too. Looks just like what's happening here. This is how the Gi operate. By controlling dead bodies to attack the living, they can create more dead bodies. The more dead bodies there are, the more seed beds the Gi Queen has to lay her eggs in. That's how they multiply. And people do say the purpose of all living matter is to multiply, but still. That's so distasteful that I just threw up in my mouth. Isn't there a better way to reproduce than that? Oh yeah, fucking Gaku brought them here. Idiot. The book doesn't say anymore, so there's still a lot about this Gi creature we don't understand. That's okay. We've gotten some very useful information because of you, Tsubasa. Thank you. But the more we understand, the more sorry I feel for anyone who's been turned into a zombie. We were stunned into silence by the discovery of this bizarre life form. Afterwards, we combed through the contents of the scroll again, but we found no mention of the zombies' weaknesses, or anything about their behavior that could be used to our advantage. Okay, so was the Eito in the Killing Game timeline a Gi, too? Who's been a Gi? And obviously we have the Gi data in our brain still. It happened that afternoon amidst the tension that was still lingering from the Gi revelation.
Huh? Takumi?
Gaku, who had been keeping a lookout through the openings of the barricade, suddenly let out an astonished cry. What? What do you want? No, it's... Wait, what? That's weird. I thought I just saw you running down the hallway. The hell are you talking about? He's been here the whole time. Oh, shit. I know, sheesh, it's just... I definitely saw him in the hallway, too. He was being chased by zombie Hiriko and zombie Moko. No, wait, maybe it wasn't Hiriko. Anyway, I'm not lying, I really saw it. Sir Takumi, do you have a twin? That kind of plot twist is so overused, the players are not going to like it. I'm an only child, and I haven't taken a step out of this place. Yes, and everyone makes mistakes once in a while, except me, who's one big walking mistake. Come on, guys, why doesn't anyone believe me? Are you tired, Gaku? You haven't been yourself lately. Huh? Don't think I haven't noticed. Anyway, I'll take over his lookout. You just rest for now. Come on, change of shift. Okay. Thanks, Tsubasa. No sweat. Gaku sat down quietly after Tsubasa took over. He was deep in thought and looked uneasy the whole time. Before long, night fell and day 79 drew to a close.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 80th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy!
80th day of active service here.
For humanity, stand tall
Yeah, whatever.
glory to the...
Yeah, whatever, Sirang. We're in a zombie movie. It was now day 80. We couldn't do anything except keep an eye on what was happening outside. Frustration was starting to build. Come on, how long are we gonna be trembling in fear of those zombies? Shut up and keep your voice down, or I'll cut you up and feed you to them. Just try saying that again. I don't hit women, but tomatoes are fair game. Stop it, you two. We can't be fighting among ourselves right now. I understand why they're feeling annoyed. We found the reason everyone's turning into zombies, but nothing about their weaknesses, if they have any. And there's something I've been wondering. Has this Gi creature always been lurking around inside the school? That's a good question. I guess we'll never know for sure. It's entirely possible it was, or it might have come in from outside. I've never seen any bugs like it before, and I doubt it could have simply crawled through the wall of fire. Didn't the scroll say the female spawner infected live bodies? Just one of that freaking creepy crawlies enough to be the end of us. Yes, there could be one of those hiding somewhere. I know this saying, if you see one, there's 100 more. We must unleash the poison mist on them, with a roach spray of some description. That's not the type of bug we're dealing with, moron! Then again, do we know that for sure? Hey, guys! Gaku, who had been unusually quiet, suddenly shrieked in a broken voice. What is it? Hey, you're drenched in sweat. Everything okay? I just wanted to say... What? That is... You know... Just spit it out before I get any madder. Hey, okay, I'll talk.
I may know something about that.
About what? Where the geek came from? Yeah. I may have an idea where they came from. Where they came from? Gaku, can you explain what's going on? I'll try. Little by little, the story started unfolding from Gaku's lips. Takumi, do you remember what Dartami and I found when we were at the enemy base? The enemy base? Oh, when we went on that expedition in the school bus? Yeah, there were a couple of gross-looking bugs there. Wait, bugs, were they? Now I know those things were Gi Queens. They were at the enemy base, and we somehow brought them back? It can't be. Someone would have noticed something that big following us back. Unless... well, the truth is... the Darmy and I put the Gi into bottles and brought them back with us. You did what? We pretended to go to the bathroom, but went and caught them instead. Then we hid the bottles. We were thinking of keeping them as pets. And then the two of you took the bus the next day after leaving that note behind. We'd actually gone to recover the Gi bottles we'd hidden there. You said they just now, right? Referring to both a female spawner and a male spawner? Yeah, we caught two of them. Darnamy took the female spawner, which we named... that. Is that an Omega? I can't tell. And the male spawner was Omega 2. I'm gonna look it up, actually. Omega symbol. No, that's not... What's it? Greek letter symbols. Is that an alpha? Looks like an alpha to me. Okay, so it was alpha the whole time. I'm fucking stupid. I don't know why I thought anything different. Alright. And the male spawner was alpha 2. I kept that one. Now I see what's going on. And who to blame for this mess. Look at what you've done. All this because you wanted a stupid pet? I'm sorry. How would I know they turned out to be something so nasty? Please don't beat him up. If you want to punch something, rearrange my unwanted face instead. Control yourself. We need the information Gaku has right now. Fine. You okay, Gaku? Yeah, thanks. This war criminal ought to be tried and torn asunder right away, but... I'll let you at least explain yourself first. Why did you do it? I just wanted to keep in rear something. Something that would bring me some relief from the stupid war I never agreed to joining in the first place. Trust me, we all get it. But even so, how did things end up like this? What went wrong? You have to let us know. The Alpha 2 had been keeping suddenly stopped moving one day. I thought she was dead and opened the bottle to check, but then she suddenly woke up and jumped out. She disappeared before I could catch her again. So she got away from you. What did you do after that? I knew I was in hot water, so I went to tell Dartami. You saw us talking about it in the hallway that day too, Takumi. Huh? I remembered one now. That Alpha 1 was referring to the Gi, huh? You little shit! Why didn't you tell us this the day she ran away? Because she was my pet. I was already attached to her. If you found Alpha 2, you would have killed her because she looked gross or whatever. I didn't know she'd end up turning people into zombies. Then why didn't you tell us after the zombies started showing up? You were sweating nervously the entire time because you knew the two could be related, right? Well... Assuming you were just unsure, what about after Tsubasa explained what gay were? You had to have known by then, but you still pretended you didn't. I was just afraid that you guys would blame me. Quit screwing around! Hiding info to make yourself look good while the whole world is going to hell all around you?
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Gaku, let me get one thing absolutely straight. The gi that escaped was a male spawner, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I knew it. Kiyoshika, do you remember the other day when we were in the hallway near the morgue?
Huh?
That must have been the escaped Alpha 2, the male spawner. Good grief, she just happened to be taking a walk there. No, it wasn't mere coincidence. I think Alpha 2 must have had an objective in mind. After escaping, she headed for the morgue to find a dead body to lay eggs in. She detected us nearby after she laid an egg in Yugamu's body. That prompted her to flee the morgue, and that's when we sensed her. So that was the origin story on how Sir Yugamu became zombie patient 0. As for the other three, Eito, Moko, and Ava, she probably went back to lay eggs in them after we left. I breathed in deeply after that long explanation. The others reacted to my speech with a mixture of uneasiness and acceptance. That makes a few things a lot clearer. So there was never a zombie virus in the first place. That's why I didn't turn after getting bitten. The zombie outbreak was caused by a male-spawning geek queen that Gaku and Darnami brought back from outside. She escaped and laid her eggs in the dead bodies. Every time the zombies killed someone, the queen laid another egg in the body, which produced more zombies who attacked more humans. And that cycle is why more and more zombies kept popping up. Seriously, what the hell? This is all you and that psycho girl's fault. Now what you gonna do about it, huh? My feelings on the matter are complicated when I think about what Sir Takumi had to go through. If there were no zombies, Sir Takumi wouldn't have had to do that to Lady Nozomi. No point crying over spilt milk, if you ask me. It's not like Gaku wanted this to happen. As if I'd be so nice. You can go cry about being lonely and wanting a stupid pet in front of their gravestones. But I just... Guys, stop it already. Now, Gaku may have started this chain of events, but we won't solve anything by blaming him. Tsubasa... Pretty words won't fix anything either. Ain't you even the least bit mad at him? I'm just saying, hammering him out of anger won't get us anywhere. And he told us everything, knowing full well we were going to chew him out for it. Why don't we spare a thought for his feelings, too? Tsubasa, thank you. She's right. Instead of fighting, we should be focusing on what we can still do. I just need to confirm something important. We know Alpha 2 got away, but what about Dartami's Alpha 1? Now that you mention it, since Alpha 1 is a female spawner, that means she could take over living things. We can't have something like that running around. What happened to Alpha 1, Gaku? Darmi never mentioned her escaping, so I'm guessing she's still in her room? We have to find her, now. We can't let these Gi keep running around unchecked. Verily! Come on, Gaku, you're coming along. Pull yourself together. Right. We quietly set off from the garage to look for Alpha 1. Zombies almost detected us halfway through, but we managed to move ahead cautiously without incident. We finally reached Artemy's room. Where's the bottle with Alpha 1 in it? It should be somewhere here. I know Artemy was keeping it here. We may be looking in the wrong places. Let's all calm down and search again. We went through the room with a fine-toothed comb, but no matter how hard we looked, we couldn't find Alpha 1 anywhere. The female spawner was too dangerous to leave alone. We had to find and exterminate it one way or the other. Everyone agreed on that, so we decided to split up to search the school for it. However, days went by and the female spawner never turned up. Alright, so I wonder how much Guy explains the other timelines. Like... Doesn't explain who the killer is in the mystery timeline, though. Or who X is. When we woke up that day, we realized we were one person short. Shoma.
Huh?
Where's Shoma? No idea. He was already gone when I woke up. Maybe he went out for a walk or something? In this situation? We've been going outside more often lately to search for the missing Guy. If Shoma had simply gone out to a nearby familiar spot, I might be getting worried for nothing. He better not have gotten killed and turned into a zombie. That's not even funny. I'm sure he'll be back soon. Let's just wait and see. Yeah. But he never came back. But our anticipation turned into dread when Shoma still didn't return. He's taking a little too long to get back from his walk, isn't he? Yeah, now I'm concerned. Should we go look for him? What else can we do? Hurry, all of you. Wait. We don't want to make things worse, so let's split up into teams of 3, just in case.
Huh?
Got it. I'll watch your backs. As you wish. We immediately transformed into our class armor. Kiyoshika, Kurara, and I would search the first and second floors, while Takemaru, Tsubasa, and Gaku would take the third floor and roof. He's not here either. Not being able to shout the name of the person we're looking for is just pure torture. Yeah, and we have to move around carefully, too. Then allow me to use my aura to search for signs of a person's presence. I can detect a whole slew of activities within a 13-feet radius with this aura. What aura? You're just doing a visual sweep of the surroundings. Talk about useless. Regardless of the method, I have grown stronger. My previous record was 6.5 feet. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way. Please. We continued with our search after that, but couldn't find Shoma. Maybe the other team was having more luck. With that hope in mind, we headed to the meeting point at the halfway to third floor. The hallway to the third floor. Not the halfway. Are they here yet? We continued looking around for the other team. And then, suddenly, we saw them running towards us with panicked look on their faces. Oh, we're in trouble! Deep trouble! Shut up! Keep your voice down! You keep your voice down. What's wrong? Calm down first, then talk. Okay, so... we found Shoma in the war room. Oh, truly? That is reassuring news. You imbecile! They found him but didn't bring him along. That can only mean one thing. Yeah, you should probably come see for yourselves. They led us to the war room where we saw the most unpleasant sight. Lying on the table was a body, covered in so much blood you could tell at a glance revival was going to be impossible. It was the dead body of Shoma. Sir Shoma? When we first came in here, we saw him collapse on the floor with blood all over, but he was still breathing. Did he say anything? Yeah, we got his last words, too. Just before he gasped his last, Shoma said, I was sad to see everyone in such a bad mood. I thought some tasty food might cheer you up. He was trying to sneak into the cafeteria, but the zombies found and attacked him before he got there. As he fled for his life, he managed to jump into the war room, but the injuries he sustained were fatal.
Just before he died, he said, everyone, please live on.
Those were his last words. The dumb bastard was just trying to help us. Damn it. This may have given us a chance to end things.
Huh?
How do you mean? The zombies are killing people to create spawning grounds for the Geek Queen Alpha 2, right? In other words, if the queen dies, the zombies won't have to kill anymore. Does that make sense? It does. There's no need to make spawning grounds if the spawner no longer exists. Precisely. So the only way to end this is to kill Alpha 2. Sounds logical, but how? We'll lure her to us. Using Shoma's corpse as bait. Using our friend's body to lure out the parasite that was creating all these zombies. Everyone had an immediate adverse reaction to Kurara's blasphemous suggestion, but she didn't back down. Shoma's last wish was for us to survive, right? We should honor that. This is how we're going to mourn his death, by killing the Gi and living on. She was right. Shoma's efforts would go down the drain if we died now. Kurara's rallying evidently strengthened everyone's resolve. The plan we then drew up would go something like this. We would lure Alpha 2 out using Shoma's body and, while she was laying her egg in it, shoot a net down from the ceiling to capture her. There wasn't much preparation needed for such a simple plan. Tsubasa retrieved some tools from the garage and finished building the trap in about an hour. Scooby-Doo-ass shit.
Alright. Now we just have to wait for Alpha 2 to show up.
We hid ourselves from sight and quietly watched over Shoma's remains.
Hey, do you really think we can catch the key like this?
The simpler the trap, the more effective it is. Not that I expect a dunderhead like you to understand.
Thunderhead.
Ouch.
Everyone quiet! Look, she's here.
Ugh. To be honest, she is too revolting for me to even lay my eyes upon.
Gaku, can you confirm if that's Alpha 2?
Yep, that's her all right. The same Alpha 2 I was keeping.
She's already trying to lay an egg in Shoma's dead body. Tsubasa, we only have one chance. Don't mess it up. I know that.
Tsubasa was staring hard at Alpha 2, her hand trembling from nerves, but still ready to activate the switch and trigger the trap. The moment the Gi stopped moving and began to lay the egg, she pressed it.
Yes! We did it! We've stopped her in her tracks!
Hell of a job there, Tsubasa. And too bad for you, squirming maggot.
Now we just have to kill Alpha 2. Don't let her get away!
We lowered Shoma's body down to the floor, net and all, but something was wrong. Wait, where'd she go? We looked around under the net but couldn't find the Gi anywhere. Hey, we saw it get trapped inside, didn't we? Then where the hell is it now? No, did I miss? I was so sure I got her. It's inside Shoma. What now? I messed up our only chance. It wasn't your fault, Tsubasa. Right, guys? Yeah, you were perfectly on time. We all saw the net come down over the Gi. I remember what Gaku had mentioned previously and gasped in realization. Hey, I know this sounds ridiculous, but could she have done that on purpose? When Alpha 2 escaped from her bottle, it was because Gaku thought she was dead and let his guard down, right? Well, yeah, what are you getting at? She was deliberately playing dead in order to escape from the bottle. Oh, I get it. You think that Gi may have noticed from the start that Shoma's body was bait? I'm just guessing here. But she might have already known how to escape from the net, and done all this to toy with us. That sounds like a stretch. A mere insect wouldn't have that level of intelligence. It's as likely as Kiyoshika suddenly growing fur. Am I lower than an insect to you? I'm with Kurara on this. Ain't no way a bug would be able to do all that. Right. Yeah, I'm probably overthinking this. Sorry for making things weird. Forget what I said. Although I tried to brush the matter off in front of the others, the idea still stuck with me. This creature we were dealing with was so out of this world. The way she acted like she knew what we were up to. Were we really up against a mere bug? Or was she something more complex than we'd imagined? Uneasiness clung to my mind, and despite my best efforts, I couldn't quite erase it. After that, we cremated Shoma's body just to be safe. With Alpha 2 on the loose, there was still a chance his body might be turned into a zombie. We stood and stared dazedly as Shoma's body was consumed by undying flames. Nobody knew what else we could do to deal with Alpha 1, Alpha 2, or the zombies. Because of that, Day 86 ended on a hollow, empty note. Is Doll Shaw still gonna come while we're fucking dealing with the fucking zombie apocalypse?
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 87th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Prepare to be ready to get...
Morning. Sea Ray's cheery announcement was a stark contrast to the heavy mood that hung over us. We started getting ready for the day without saying anything. Morning, Takumi. It's a really tense atmosphere to be waking up to, huh?
Huh?
Well, we have practically nothing to be happy about. I actually have a suggestion. Why don't we make graves for those who died?
Ah.
Graves. Yeah, Ava has a grave marker, but none of the others do yet. I think we should do something for them. I mean, we even used Shoma's body as bait. Yeah, we shouldn't be in too much danger if we're only going to the schoolyard. Count me in for that. Some grave markers are the least we can do. Can I join you? I know I have no right to, all things considered, but I want to apologize to them. Of course, let's all go together. Tsubasa, thank you. Really. I'll accompany you as well. There's safety in numbers, after all. True enough. Well then, what are you peasants waiting for? Okay. We'll get going once everyone's ready. We worked together to place grave markers for all our fallen friends, and place some flowers we had picked in front of them. Everyone fell silent for a while after that.
The weather is so... fine, isn't it?
Yeah. Best kind of weather for a ride.
Almost like everything that's happened, including the war, was just a bad dream.
I am in full agreement.
There's Dalsha. It happened so suddenly we didn't manage to wrap our heads around it in a moment. There he was, standing in our midst like he belonged here. I quickly rolled around, only to see something that made me doubt my eyes. What? How? You Earthlings truly do resemble us in some ways. Another, Commander? What happened to the alarm? What's going on? My head was swirling in confusion, and I couldn't say a word. Takumi, get away from him! Those words finally brought me back to my senses, and I quickly leapt back. How did the enemy get in without triggering the alarm? Alarm? What are you talking about? Don't tell me he went straight through the undying flames! You here by yourself? Don't you guys usually bring a bunch of minions with you? I don't like them. They go against my principles. That woman ordered me to destroy this place. What do you mean? What are you trying to say? I merely wish to know who all of you are. Now prepare for battle. All will be understood when we cross weapons. With that, the commander turned away and put some distance between us. What is with this guy? He's clearly different from the others we faced. What now? Can anyone talk some sense into that old guy for us? Don't be stupid. Does he seem like the sort of enemy who would be open to discussion? We'll just have to fight him. Hell yeah. I'm readier than ever before. Come and get some of this. Sir Takumi, a defensive battle is upon us. The school must be protected. Right, let's do this. I'm not humoring this. I just want to fucking know what happens in the story. I don't care. I really don't care right now.
packs a punch, I'll give him that. But why aren't any of our attacks working on him?
Maybe that's his ability. It's probably what got him through the wall of fire, too.
We can't give up now. Keep going, everyone.
So this is it, then.
Good job, Takumi. You did it. Give me my free BP. I get the gist of what you're all about. Huh? He detransformed? Why?
Yeah.
Hold on, doesn't this give us an opening? We could get him now. No, hold on. What's the matter? I wasn't sure why myself. I think I was overwhelmed. As a mere ordinary human, I couldn't help but be intimidated by the dignified conduct of this lion of a man standing before us. What are you fighting for? That came out of nowhere. Are we playing 20 questions now? Coming back from death after death to fight again. Do you live solely to fight in this war? That would make you no different from those abominable combat organisms created by that woman. Do not compare us to that cannon fodder. So that's how you refer to them too. Cannon fodder, guinea pigs, slaves, playthings. Do you consider that sense of superiority to be something like wisdom? I suppose all living creatures reach the same endpoint eventually. Shut up and cut to the chase already. You trying to tell us to surrender? If we do, we'll all be killed, won't we? I doubt Veshnius would let us live. Then shouldn't you simply accept death? Huh? Stop messing with us. We're not going to give up on life. Doesn't matter if it's zombies or invaders. We're... Slurp! Alright. Yeah, we got beheaded. I'm not... Whatever, dude.
Sir Takumi!
I heard Kyoshiko's voice in the distance, and then my vision turned red. I have noticed that it's a different person. It's like, Takumi, no! Every time it happens. My whole world was enveloped in darkness. Yeah, okay. Look, you've watched the other parts, hopefully. You've seen this shit go down. We skipped some days. Okay, that's enough days. That's enough days, guys. Okay. After a long time in persistent darkness, finally, I can think again. How much time has gone by? My head ached as if it was being bludgeoned by a blunt instrument, and endlessly drawn-out agony suffocating me. And then, it all suddenly eased off. I found myself suddenly awake. I strained my eyes and saw the familiar interior of the garage. My body hurts. Sir Takumi, are you awake now?
Huh?
You bastard, you're finally up. You feeling okay? Yeah?
Relief. I'm flooded with relief. I was so worried about you.
What happened to me? Your confusion is quite understandable, considering how you've been out for nearly a week. A week? And that old man sliced your head off all of a sudden. We took you to the Revive-O-Matic as quickly as we could, but the zombies found us. The revival was cut short halfway through as a result. Your physical injuries were already healed, but we had no idea if you would ever wake up.
That is why I am beyond the moon to see you awake.
Oh, thanks for helping me out there. But what happened with that dull Shaw guy? After cutting off your head, he just left. He said he'd be back soon. Yesterday was a hell of a nasty day. What? Yesterday? Dalsham attacked a school, and we managed to hold him back somehow, but then... That Veshnius bitch showed up all of a sudden and attacked him. Luckily for us, there was some internal discord going on. We couldn't have beaten them both together. They decided to fight each other instead of us, but the real problem started after that. Veshna's killed Dulcia and absorbed his cryptoglobin. She was injured in the fight, though, so she pulled back. That's where we're at right now. Okay, I'm just glad everyone is safe. Indeed, other than that, we are doing quite alright. But we made zero progress on anything else. Not capturing the Gi or clearing out the wandering zombies. Coming up with a foolproof way to get away from the zombies is probably more effective than looking for Gi right now. The missiles will launch on day 100 anyway. That's true. If only there was some anti-zombie equipment we could use in the meantime. Can you build something like that, Tsubasa? I can try, but I don't know how effective it'll be. There's no easy way to suppress their superhuman speed and strength, after all. But we'll never know for sure unless we try, right? I'll think of something. Sorry, I know I'm asking for the impossible. But thanks. I'll help. Just tell me what to do, Tsubasa. What? Really? Okay, then. You're probably not feeling yourself yet, right, Takumi? Just lie down for a while longer. I'll be fine. I need to do something. Sit your ass down. The only thing a recovering patient like you needs to do is rest. Sir Takamaru speaks truth. You may even use my thighs as a pillow if it makes you more comfortable. Yes, please. Okay, I'll rest like you all want me to. So you will be needing my thighs? I did offer. And a true warrior never goes back on her word. But let me purify my body first. No, I'm just going to go back to sleep. Quietly. I lay back down, took a deep breath, and closed my eyes. Drowsiness set in before long, even though I had just woken up from a week-long slumber. Sleep beckoned, and unable to resist its alluring call, I gave myself over to it. There's like an implied Kyoshika romance in this route, but like, they're not feeding me enough. They're not putting enough sauce on it.
It's time to rise and shine! It's day 95 of your service here at Last Defense Academy. Our long-awaited day 100 is just 5 days away. The Special Defense Unit is humanity's hope. Finish your mission and bring peace to mankind. The curtain will soon rise on a new era. Work together and work hard.
Next morning, I woke up to the sight of Tsubasa tinkering with a few devices and Gaku waiting next to her. Morning, you two. Is Tsubasa actually gonna get with Gaku? I know Gaku's fiending right now. Look at him. Oh, morning, Takumi. You're awake! You guys are up early? Or have you been working all night? Yeah, I've been trying to develop a tool we can use for the zombies, but it's not as easy as it sounds. I can't think of any material or structure that's strong enough to resist their strength. Just so you know, Tsubasa's been thinking about it non-stop since yesterday! It's not something you can just conjure up like magic, okay? You'll never understand the hard time she had to go through! I get that, I really do. I'm sorry for pushing this on you, Tsubasa. Oh, come on, you know I don't mind one bit. Stop being so formal. But... Forget that and throw some ideas out at me, Takumi. We're kind of at a dead end here. Ideas. Tsubasa said just now she couldn't think of a good way to suppress the zombies. If suppression's a no-go, maybe we should try something else. How about a device that attracts zombies? What? Attract them? Our objective isn't to defeat the zombies, but to survive until day 100, right? Then how about something that produces loud noises to attract them to a particular spot? Now that's just ridiculous. Of course, that could totally work. Why didn't I think of that? Our goal is to just run away from them, right? Huh? Yikes, this whole time I was thinking about building something that could beat them. Me and my hard head. I've got to hand it to you, Takumi. Coming up with that fantastic idea just like that. Just a random thought that occurred to me, that's all. That's what's so amazing about you. Having a reliable leader around makes such a difference. Well, I'd better get cracking. If I can just find the best frequency for luring them out and make some adjustments... Is that even possible? I think that makes you a lot more amazing than me. It's nothing, really. Flattery will get you nowhere with me. The hell, man? What's that, Gaku? Did you say something? What? No, nothing. I'll help you with the device. I appreciate it, but don't push yourself too hard, alright? You can rest if you want.
I'm not pushing myself. I'll do anything for you.
Alright, here goes nothing. I'll try to get it ready by tonight. Oh, come on. I'm cheering for you, buddy. That night, when I had inadvertently fallen asleep, I was jolted back awake by a loud blaring sound. Well, what's that? Gaku, I told you not to press that. Sorry. What's with this racket? Are you trying to attract every zombie within 1,000 miles? Turn it off, now. If I disconnect this part... The sound stopped? Yeah, but... Four zombies barged into the room in a single file. Shit, they're already here. Let's see how they like the taste of a power saw blade. No, I won't let history repeat itself. Hey, Takumi! I shoved Takamaru away and charged towards the zombies at full speed. I collided into the one at the front of the line, Moko, with all my strength. Luckily, that created a domino effect, and the other zombies fell to the ground, one after another. Run while they're down! I kept running and running to get as far away from the zombies as possible. This should be far enough. Turning around, I saw that I was standing alone in a hallway without a single zombie in sight. Where'd everyone go? We'd scattered on our escape, and I had no idea, and now I had no idea where the others were. It was dangerous to walk around alone. I had to find and regroup with them as soon as possible.
You goddamn freaks in nature!
That sounded like Takamaru. There was a sound of fighting coming from the direction of the cafeteria. Is he fighting the zombies? I remembered he'd had the power saw with him when we ran off. But even so, it wasn't going to be easy for him to fend off the superhumanly strong zombies by himself. I forced my exhausted lungs to take a deep breath before running as fast as I could towards the cafeteria.
You think you can beat me? Huh?
Oh.
Takimaru, are you okay?
Takumi? The hell are you doing here?
I'm here to help. I'll fight with you.
Bastard! You mind your own business! I'll handle this! You just run as far as your legs can carry you.
Are you nuts? You can't handle 3 zombies by yourself.
Get away from me!
Was that Tsubasa?
Sounds like she's in a pinch. Takumi, go help her!
But then you'll...
I got this with me. That's more than enough. But Tsubasa's empty-handed. You're our leader. You want to know who needs more help right now?
Don't think, decide. Even a single second could be fatal. Decide now, what should I do?
Don't you dare die on me, Takamaru.
Who do you think you're talking to? I'm Takamaru Yakushiji. The man, the myth, the legend himself!
That was the last thing I heard Takamaru say as I bolted out of the cafeteria. I refused to turn around so my resolve wouldn't waver. Tsubasa's voice was coming from the floor above. I had to save her. I couldn't stand by and watch another friend die. I charged upstairs without pausing in step. I ran and ran. I just kept running. When I finally reached my destination, what greeted me was the worst possible scenario.
What?
Not again. A zombie's hand had gouged right through Tsubasa's body. Fresh blood was pouring out from her wounds, staining the floor beneath her. What's this? What is this? It didn't feel real to me. My body couldn't stop shaking.
Me. Run.
At that moment, I heard a faint voice calling to me. Takumi, run! It came from Tsubasa, who was barely alive. No, I didn't want to run. I couldn't. She was still breathing. I had to help her. She was still alive. Tsubasa's body crumpled like a puppet that had strings cut. Her eyes glazed over. There was no longer any life in them.
Tsubasa.
Tsubasa just died in front of me. She had lost too much blood to be revived. There was no hope for her. The moment I understood that, a searing hatred boiled up from within me like magma waiting to erupt. Damn you, zombies. Damn you, Gi! I clenched my shaking fist so tightly I could hear my nails digging into my palms.
You bastards! Give them back! Give my friends back to me!
Takumi, wait!
Ah,
Do not be so reckless! Kurata and Kyoshika ran over and each grabbed one of my arms from behind. Let go of me! Tsubasa was just... She was... Calm down! It's already too late for her. And we'll be next if we don't run before Hiriko notices us. You can see that, can't you? Kurata's words came as a revelation to me. If I went to confront the zombie now, Kurata and Kyoshika would be dragged into my reckless fight. Sorry, you're right. Glad I got through to you. Now let's go. Takamaru told me to save Tsubasa. I didn't make it in time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tsubasa. The three of us headed to the cafeteria to help Takamaru after that. All that awaited us there was yet another terrible sight. There was no more Takamaru, only what was left of him. When I laid my eyes on the torn-up pieces of flesh scattered all over the cafeteria, I threw up violently. Tears wouldn't stop streaming down my face. The barricade on the garage had been completely destroyed and couldn't be salvaged. We couldn't use the garage as a base anymore. We gathered some necessities and decided to shift locations. We created a new rule that we would always move around in class armor, since we didn't know when the zombies might strike. I retrieved the zombie luring device that Tsubasa had created from the workbench as well. We bumped into Gaku there and agreed to evacuate to the rec room for the moment. Takamaru's been... No, you're kidding me, right? It's finally down to the four of us. Wait, what did you just say? Didn't Tsubasa manage to get away? She's just hiding somewhere out there, right? Do you know where she is? We gotta go get her! Why aren't you saying anything? Hey, answer me! Tsubasa was killed by a zombie. We saw it. No way! This isn't funny! Hey! I ran to help her as soon as I heard her scream, but it was already too late. She died. Right in front of me. I'm sorry. If I'd just gotten there in time. Shut up! Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Stop apologizing! That's not gonna bring her back. Tsubasa! Tsubasa!
You were there, you said? Why couldn't you protect her in my place?
Why are you still alive when Tsubasa's dead? Explain yourself, dude! Sir Gaku, that is enough out of you. It was not easy for Sir Takumi either. It's okay. I understand how he's feeling. When I lost Nozomi, it was like my mind fell off a cliff. If there had been someone I could yell at back then, I would have done the exact same thing Gaku is doing now. So I couldn't bring myself to stop him. You understand how I feel? That's the funniest thing I've heard in my life. What do you think you understand, huh? You think you're so high and mighty? Damn it! Damn it! Damn you! I simply stood there and silently endured Gaku's enraged venting. Morning came, then night again, but the mood in the rec room remained in the doldrums.
Why, Tsubasa? Why did you die?
Gaku had been mumbling to himself with a vacant look in his eyes since yesterday. Leave him be. He's not coming back to us anytime soon. We ought to focus on what we can do to survive the next 4 days. Kurata.
Huh?
It is just as Lady Kurata says. As heartless as it may sound, our friend's sacrifices will be for nothing if we get wiped out now.
I'm getting through this alive by any means possible. Even if I have to use Kyoshika as a meat shield.
I would rather be a sword than shield, because that means my holy Jumanji sword and I can finally... Keep your obscene delusions to yourself. They're too niche to be understood. Or too niche to be understood. They were being so normal that I couldn't help but let a laugh slip through. It was just pointless banter like always, but it uplifted me in this dire situation for some reason. I can't believe you can still laugh. Kaku bristled and glared at me. Must be so nice to be able to just sit there and laugh like a fool. Even though Tsubasa's dead. That kind-hearted Tsubasa. And here you are, laughing like nothing's happened. Who the hell do you think you are? Kaku.
Who the hell do you think you are? Are you quite done here?
What? I've had it up to here with you as well. You are testing my patience to the limit. Have you not given consideration to the fact that the zombies would not have attacked the garage if you did not make that loud noise with the device? I was just trying to help Tsubasa. Enough with your excuses. You're the one who brought that geek creature to school in the first place. Have you forgotten about that? But Dartamy. Now you're using the dead as an excuse. Downright despicable. Let me make something clear. If it hadn't been for you, none of this would have happened. So stop trying to make it seem like it's Takumi's fault and... Kurata, that's enough. You basically killed Tsubasa yourself! I didn't... That wasn't what... You two are way out of line. Gaku didn't do it on purpose.
I killed... Tsubasa? Tsubasa!
Oh shit, it's going off the screen.
Tsubasa! No!
I feel like I'm being too loud with my voice acting. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mom. Gaku. Gaku let out an ear-piercing scream and flew out of the rec room. Seriously, what's his problem? He can't be out there by himself. We have to go after him. Stop yelling, Gaku. You're going to attract all the zombies. Sir Takumi, look! Up ahead! Shoot, they couldn't have picked worse timing. No, Takamaru and Tsubasa too. Tsubasa? Is that you? No, that's not the Tsubasa we know anymore.
Tsubasa? You're alive!
Oh my god.
You're still alive, Tsubasa!
Is Kako, like, crawling like a fucking animal? That's crazy.
No, Gaku, come back!
He's gone. Let him go.
I'm so glad you're still alive, Tsubasa! I'll protect you this time! I swear I will! Tsubasa!
Sir Gaku!
He's dead. Just fucking leave him. Let him go. Let him go. Tsubasa bit down on Gaku's neck and tore out a chunk of flesh. Blood started spurting out from the wound. Gaku collapsed into a heap on the floor with a satisfied smile on his face. Tsubasa climbed on top of Gaku's fallen body and started ripping it apart with her teeth. We watched our former friend get torn into shreds right before our eyes. Despite the many times I had seen it before, it was still too shocking when mine blanked out. Takumi, Kyoshika, let's get away before they detect us. Yeah, let's get away. Kurata's calm words pulled me back into reality somehow. This was no time to be shocked. We had to leave before... Oh no, they noticed us! Well, what shall we do now? First of all, we have to stay. Just run for... Ah! Kurata tripped and fell dramatically, knocking her tomato mask off her head.
Yeah.
Kurata, are you alright? Sir Takumi, take Lady Kurata and run as far as you can. I'll buy you some time. Kiyoshika, you can't. We do not have the time to stand around debating this. Go! The determined glint in Kiyoshika's eyes brooked no argument. I nodded and did as told. Kurata, can you stand? We have to run. Yeah. Come at me, foul zombies. I am right here. I'll slice you and dice you and turn you into mincemeat. We bolted as Kiyoshika blustered against the zombies in the background. As I was running down the hallway while pulling the weakened Kurata along. I'm so scared! Damn, when did it get here? I got worried for Kiyoshika for a split second, then realized we had to worry about ourselves before we could think about anyone else. We're getting through this together, Kurata. Don't let go of my hand. Oh, fuck.
Not like this.
Shit. Just have to spam A when I get there. Well, I guess, no, because then I'll hide in the room. Okay. Whew. Alright. Whew. At long last, we managed to shake off the pursuing zombies and flee to the roof. But there we saw... Kiyoshika, who seemed to be losing in her struggle against zombie Takamaru. Kiyoshika! Don't come any closer! Get away! Kurata moved before I could even react. Kurata, who should have been weakened by the loss of her mask, leapt out from beside me. She threw herself in front of Kiyoshika. Because of that, Takamaru's arm punched through Kurata's body instead. Is Kiyoshika final girl? Let's fucking go. A brief pause later, fresh blood came pouring out of her wound.
Kurata! No! No!
My body was already moving before my mind could fully process what just happened. I charged towards Takamaru with a frenzied cry, and kicked him away with every last bit of strength left in me. The force of my kick sent him over the fence and off the roof. 1 second of silence later, the unpleasant sound of human flesh hitting something with great force echoed from the ground to the roof. I tried to catch my breath shakily after managing to kick Takamaru off the roof and turned around.
Lady Kurata! Lady Kurata! Don't try to speak. You are bleeding heavily. Lady Kurata, why did you do that? Weren't you supposed to use me as a meat shield to keep living? We must take her to the Revive-O-Matic.
You live.
Lady Kurata? This is not the kind of prank that will make me laugh. I am a fool. A gullible simpleton who's easily deceived. Lady Kurata, why aren't you saying anything?
Kiyoshika's anguished cry echoed into the night sky. It was clear we wouldn't be able to bring Kurata back. That's why I said nothing. I simply watched over her during her final moments. Kiyoshika held Kurata's remains and bawled incessantly. I couldn't find the words to comfort her. All I felt was an empty void swirling within me. We stayed on the roof for the longest time. At around the time Kiyoshika's loud cries had died down to muffled sobs, Something flashed across the corner of my eyes.
Huh.
Isn't that... It was a familiar-looking bottle rolling around on the ground in the wind. Of course. It was the same kind of bottle I'd seen Gaku with before. He'd kept his, so this one had to be. The one Darumi was keeping Alpha 1 in, so it was here all along. But the bottle was empty. The second Geek Queen had already escaped them. Alpha 1 was a female spawner that possesses live bodies, right? There wasn't much info about this one, but I doubt she has anything to do with the zombies. I suddenly realized how utterly ridiculous that line of thought had been. It wasn't as if I could change anything. Even if I found the reason behind the zombies or caught the escaped Gi, none of that would bring my dead friends back to life. Kiyoshika and I were the only ones left. It was too late to do anything now. Kiyoshika and I kept our heads down and huddled together after that. Little by little, she started regaining her composure after the shock of Kurata's death. But that didn't change the fact that we were wading knee-deep in despair. Time passed uneventfully until day 99 was upon us. Then, the intruder alert blared loudly throughout the room we were in. Yeah, I thought so.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
What could the two of us do on our own? But it wasn't like we could escape either. Y'all could definitely beat... I could beat Vashnis with just the two of these two. Let's go, Kiyoshika. This will be our final battle. It certainly will. We decided to move out directly without going to the war room to avoid giving the zombies a chance to attack us on the way there.
It's finally time to settle things with Vashnis once and for all. You ready, Kiyoshika?
Do not take me for a weakling. I have been ready long before you even asked. We shall emerge victorious, as vengeance for those who departed before us.
That's right. We're fighting to the bitter end for our friends as well.
I beamed at Kiyoshika so that she wouldn't feel uneasy. She smiled back in response. I made it a point to stop thinking about what might happen after we defeated Vashnis, if we could even do that. I needed all the mental energy I had to focus on the enemy at hand. Let's do it. I can do it. Let's see.
Let us begin.
My turn! There! Say when! Ha! Got it! My turn! Take that! Good to go! There! All right!
Leave it to me. Let us begin. Banzai! My strength! This is a predicament! Don't leave me behind! Yeah! My apologies! I can't stop now! Nen! I've got you!
Here we go! Hiya!
I mustn't submit! Yeah! I can't stop now! Hiya! My apologies! I mustn't submit! Banzai!
Say when! There!
I can't stop now! Nen! This is a trifle! Flash!
I've got this. That's it.
Yep. Please let me fight Vechnus.
That's...
Vechnus was calmly walking towards us as if she owned the place. The moment I saw her, my heart started to race like it had never raced before. It was as if the hemoanima, the cryptoglobin inside of my body, was responding to her as she approached. Then, she stopped right in front of us while we stood on guard.
Just 2? Did you think I would go easier on you like this? I won't let you die peacefully. Your power and the power of the Second Coming are mine. I shall devour all. Wicked invaders! Repent your evil ways before your new god! Bow down!
Okay, let's do it.
Onward! Banzai! 2 arms! I'm stronger than ever. Leave it to me. Let us begin. Power flows through me. 2 arms! You've left yourself open! I've got you!
Let's go. Ah! Go. Here we go. Yeah! My turn. Yeah! All right.
Leave it to me.
Make sure I'm not in her range.
Banzai!
I don't know if there's any way to not
Onward!
be in her range. Like that.
Nen! Leave it to me.
Here we go.
Onward! Flash! Let us begin. You've left yourself open! I was careless. Don't leave me behind. On guard. I mustn't submit. Flash! This is a trifle. You've left yourself open.
That's how much damage they trusted me to do?
Not bad for just 2 warriors. Let me see how long you can last. How pathetic. Coming back to life after getting killed again and again.
Now de-transformed, Veshnus looked entirely at ease, seemingly enjoying toying with us. To be honest, the two of us were at our absolute limit, both physically and mentally.
Let me savor the sight of your faces as they become contorted in despair.
Sir Takumi! How shall we put an end to this foul villain?
I do have an idea, but it's all or nothing.
I gripped the thing in my pocket tightly. It was the zombie luring device that Tsubasa had made. This was the only strategy I could think of that could take down Veshnus, who had grown much stronger after absorbing the blood of her comrades.
Are you preparing to beg for your lives? It will do you no good. Stand meekly and allow me to consume you whole. What's that sound?
Sir Takumi! Are you?
It hurts to use them for something like this, but I can't think of any other way.
I tossed the device in Veshnus' general direction, and before long...
What are you... Dead invaders? You foul, nasty monsters! Be gone from my sight! What? My attacks have no effect on them!
Holy
Stop! Stop!
shit.
Accursed beasts! Impossible! A great god like me is being consumed! Stop! Stop!
That's pretty funny. We defeated Veshnus, but in a way that left a bad aftertaste in our mouths. While the zombies were tearing up the Supreme Commander apart, we snuck away and hid ourselves. After they had completely devoured her, they vanished somewhere, moving with their familiar ghoulish gaits. We managed to beat Veshnus somehow. While I have mixed feelings about the method, it is still a victory for humanity. I must survive the final remaining day for Lady Kurara. Yeah, let's survive and go back together. We dragged our battle-worn bodies back to the rec room. Yes, we had to return, even if we were the only two left, to the artificial satellite in the sky.
Troops, congratulations! This is your 100th morning at the Academy. At long last, the time has come. On this auspicious day, the long-held wish of humanity will finally be realized. The most important battle of all will be upon us momentarily. Please, follow the orders provided through the announcement system quickly and without delay. Get yourselves in order before then! I'll see you shortly, soldiers!
At long last, we made it to day 100. How strange. It doesn't feel like we've reached a final day. I know what you mean, but it's true. This is the day we say goodbye to this school. We've survived. Indeed we have. And once we return safely, there is something I must do. Oh? What's that? Travel? Games? A hobby? I wish to rebuild everyone's graves, properly this time. It's a great idea. I'll help too. Truly? I will take that as a promise. Hey, we have some time before the escape pod is ejected. Let's talk about what else we're going to do. That should make time go faster, yes. To begin with, the Holy Jumanji Sword and I will... We shared the secrets of our hearts and talked about everything under the sun while waiting for time to pass. And then, it finally happened. It's almost time, Kiyoshika. Let's get moving. Indeed, to the schoolyard we go. We walked as quietly as we could to our destination. But fate was not done antagonizing us yet. The moment we entered the hallway, the zombies all leapt out at once, as if they'd been lying in wait for us. What? Why now? After everything we've gone through to reach this day, we cannot let them catch us now. We must shake them off, Sir Takumi. Yeah, let's go. Idiot. Oh, fuck! Okay. My impatient ass. Hey, Kako. What's up? What? Fuck! What?
I can still fight.
Bullshit. Alright. Can I make it to the second door before? Nope. Run! Yeah. Slowly. Keep a safe distance. Oh, fuck! What? No! Kako, you bitch!
Like this.
Come on. Alright. Dude, what the fuck? She does not have all that reach. Alright, come on, Ema. Okay. Please. What? Why did she turn around right there? I'm pissed. Alright.
Can still fight.
Okay. I'm being bad. Chill. Okay, Ema. This just gets him to come faster, I think. Okay. And then I guess I just wait for Kako. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. Can't get me. Idiot. Don't turn around. Okay, turn around. That's fine. Alright, let's go. My sides hurt. We eventually reached the schoolyard after dodging the zombies' attacks. But we should be safe now. All we have to do is get into the escape pod. Yes! Well, we were still trying to catch our breaths and a normal sight caught my eye. There were several huge cannons jutting out from the top of the school building.
Are those turrets? Where the missiles will be fired from?
They look so sinister. So, this is the weapon of mass destruction that will take out invaders and zombies alike?
Where's the escape pod? This should be the right time. It was just then that an announcement rang out all around us.
An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily. Leading up to the omnidirectional attack, all defenses will be rerouted to the intercept system. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
Yeah!
That's...
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately. An omnidirectional attack will launch...
There's no way this goes well, right?
Please depart immediately after boarding the escape pod. Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
Huh?
That must be the escape pod. This is what would take us back to the artificial satellite. Even with the pod right in front of me, I still couldn't believe my eyes. Sir Takumi, don't just stand there staring. We must go now!
Right, of course. Let's go home.
We glanced at each other and nodded, but just as we were getting ready to run toward the escape pod... Are you kidding me? They followed us all the way here? I couldn't believe this sudden turn of events. As we stood there in confusion, the zombies rushed towards us with alarming speed. The extreme situation instantly forced my mind into overdrive. Even if we got into the pod, we wouldn't be able to close the door in time to shut out all the zombies. A single zombie in the pod would mean the end for us. What else could we do? Think, Takumi, think. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, alright. Here's our two endings, I'm assuming. Get in the pod! Get in the pod! I don't know. Whatever, we'll see both. I don't really care! It wasn't even worth a thought, because if we wanted to survive, we had to get on the escape pod. We might even be able to shut out all the zombies out if we got there quickly enough. I'd already grabbed her hand and started running before my mind reached that
Run
conclusion.
to the escape pod, Kyoshika! Out of my way!
We got nearer and nearer to the escape pod while dodging a continuous stream of attacks from the zombies.
Get in! Now, Kyoshika!
I immediately pushed Kyoshika through the pod entrance. We might just make it. I tried to climb into the pod as well, but... An excruciating pain spread across my right foot. When I turned around, I saw that the zombie Takamaru had grabbed onto it and was holding me back with his incredible strength.
Damn it! Let go! Let go!
I tried to kick his hand away, but instead of loosening his grip, he only tightened it.
Sir Takumi!
My attacker continued crushing my foot, the pain almost making me lose consciousness. But I had to at least make sure Kyoshika got to return safely. As I was gathering up the last of my strength to do just that.
What? Kyoshika!
Kyoshika flew out from the pod entrance, pounced on Takamaru, and held him down in a double shoulder lock. He responded by letting go of my foot and grabbing onto her instead. I stretched my hands out to pull her away, but... Oh, fuck.
Kyoshika!
Her body slipped through my hands and she fell back down to the ground along with Takamaru.
No! Stop! Stop!
The zombies descended on Kyoshika like a pack of hungry wolves. I wanted to leap up to her rescue, but couldn't even stand because of my foot.
Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
Go, Sir Takumi! No, I can't just leave you here. Hold on, I'm coming! Tried to crawl to her, but I wasn't making any progress. I had lost all sensation in my lower body. Move. Hurry up and move!
Live for me as well. Promise me you will.
The escape pod will be launched soon. Caution. Cockpit door now closing.
Kyoshika!
Well, that's not an ending I wanted. Bruh. Kyoshika's last wish. Well, go get the other ending right now, mister! Alright. Let's fight the zombies! Let's go! Beat their ass! It wasn't even worth a thought. I had to stop the zombies, even if I had to do it all on my own. I'd at least find a way to get Kyoshika onto the escape pod while they were distracted too. I'd already grabbed her hand and started running before my mind reached that conclusion.
Run to the escape pod, Kyoshika! Out of my way!
We got nearer and nearer to the escape pod while dodging a continuous stream of attacks from the zombies.
Get in! Now, Kyoshika!
I grabbed the unsteady Kyoshika and shoved her into the pod. Then I turned around to face what was coming. I charged headlong into the swarm of approaching zombies.
Take this!
Sir Takumi, allow me to assist.
Stay where you are, Kyoshika! Escape by yourself!
What are you?
Just go! Please! You have to escape! And live! For my sake!
The escape pod will be launched soon. Caution. Cockpit door now closing.
I refuse! I shall stay behind with you and... Sir Takumi! Sir Takumi! Sir Takumi!
Well, better that you live, Kyoshika Magadori. The love of my life. The escape pod, with Kyoshika inside it, became smaller and smaller as it launched into the sky. Thank goodness. A huge sense of relief flooded my tense body and I collapsed to the ground. The zombies surrounded me, but I remained motionless, offering no resistance. The missiles would fire soon. There was nothing I could do to survive this. I would perish here along with them. In that case, maybe it would be better if they tore me apart now and got it over with. What? But for some reason, the zombies simply growled at me. It didn't seem like they intended to attack. Not just that.
Whoa!
They grabbed hold of me forcefully and started dragging me somewhere.
Hey! Let go! Where are you taking me?
I tried to free myself, but none of them were budging. Realizing that resistance was futile, I surrendered and simply let them pull me wherever they wanted. The 6 zombies dragged me to a classroom on the 2nd floor, where they tied me down to a table. Oh shit.
What the? Let me go. What are you trying to do?
They're gonna put the fucking gi in you. This didn't make any sense. I would have rather they just devoured me. This weird sense of purpose they were showing filled me with a terrible sense of dread. Oh god. An unpleasant feeling ran over my body as I saw something ghastly crawl on top of me. I remembered seeing that thing, with its countless wriggling tentacles before. Not a gi larva. It looked like a slightly different version of the Alpha 2 Queen.
Of course. The Alpha 1 that Darumi was keeping in a bottle.
Alpha 1 was a female spawner that parasitized live bodies. Could that be what she was planning to do?
No. Stay away from me! Stay away! Stay away! Ah!
I fought back desperately, but all my efforts were in vain. The bizarre entity forced my mouth open and slithered inside. Where am I? I found myself standing on the roof by myself without any remembrance of how I got there.
Never mind. No need to think about that. Once the omnidirectional attack begins, I'll be wiped out along with that thing.
Just then. My head nearly split apart with an excruciating pain. I tried to hold my head, but my body refused to move. It wasn't listening to me. You seem to be in pain. An unknown laughter echoed throughout my head. You know who I am, right? You saw me just now.
To you, I am known as the Gi Queen.
What? What did you do to me? I've infiltrated your mind by passing through your nasal cavity and up inside your skull. My tentacles are now connected to every single cell in your brain. And that's why you can't move freely anymore. Now that I've become one with you, I have total control of your body. What's your objective? What are you going to do with my body? My objective, you ask? Well, you see... Well, you see what? Okay. History repeating. So how does the Gi data get in his brain at the beginning of the route if he gets it at the end of the route? That doesn't make any sense. I'm confused! Alright. Let's go get those other 2 endings. They might be a little bit like the other routes, maybe. Like how this one was the 50-minute half episode or whatever. Who's still alive? Yeah, that gang. Okay. Let's not kill Zombie Nozomi. Kill the zombie Nozomi? No, that's my girlfriend. I could never. Memories of the times I'd spent with Kara kept surfacing in my mind, one after another. Kyoshika was fighting hard for her life right in front of me, and all I could think of was Kara's smile.
I can't do it. I can't kill her.
My vision blurred from unshed tears. My strength went out from me and the power saw fell to the ground. It was at that moment that Nozomi struck. She shrieked with a loud voice and turned to face me, her mouth still stained with Kyoshika's blood. In her eyes, I could see the reflection of my tear-filled face as I simply stood there, rooted to the spot. The reflection slowly grew larger as she got closer.
I'm sorry, Nozomi.
Sorry I couldn't protect you. Sorry I couldn't kill you. Sorry. I'm just so sorry. I closed my eyes and mumbled tearful apologies under my breath again and again. Oh, okay. I felt my consciousness surfacing from somewhere dark, cold, and heavy. I could see dim light from behind my closed eyelids. When I opened them, I saw that I was laying face up on the floor of the gym. Day 99. What? A thick fog hung over my mind, making it hard to think. I looked around myself to find something that might help jog my memory. Then I saw it. The sight of the power saw lying a short distance away made me remember everything. After abandoning Kyoshika back there, I was attacked by Nozomi. Then why was I still alive? I couldn't understand. I had to look for the others. I stood up and dragged my faltering body out of the gym. Where did Takamaru, Tsubasa, Gaku, Shoma, and Kurara go? Wandered around the hallways, desperately searching for anyone who might still be alive. Nobody here either. I hadn't detected anyone's presence even after making it to just outside the entrance hall. As I was trying to figure it out, I heard voices from somewhere. We managed to pull through somehow. I was so sure we weren't going to make it. All thanks to Kurara's specialist skill. That was all sorts of awesome. Oh, that's where they were. It was most satisfying to be able to put that Veshness woman in her place. Thanks for helping us even though we kept you quarantined for so long. We would have been wiped out without you. Now that you've seen the power of the Osazuki family, be sure to grovel before us until the end of time. They seemed to be talking about Veshness. I had to join them quickly. I could tell they were nearby now. I broke into a quick run towards the entranceway. Us five are the only ones left, huh? Will the zombies be burned up by the missiles along with the invaders? What? Hey, wait. Look, over there. What? What's there? Whoa, what? Everyone turned to look at me before I could call out to them. No, it can't be. I was taken aback by how astonished they seemed, but I was too happy to mention anything about it. In sheer relief, I started running as fast as I could towards them. Speak of the zombies, and they show up right away! What? The zombies? I could see everyone staring at something behind me, but something fell off. A sense of dread crawled over me as I slowly turned. There I saw bodies of those who used to be our comrades coming closer with snarls and growls. Kyoshika was among them. She'd been turned into a zombie because I had abandoned her. Well, not like we can unsee them now that they're here. I'll hold them back. What? You can't be serious! No, there are too many for you to handle. Everyone, just run. That was what I wanted to shout, but my breath caught in my throat and nothing came out. All of a sudden, the zombies started charging, all of them screaming at the top of their eerie undead voices. Oh no, I'm not going to survive this! But I was wrong. Wait, what? The zombies ran past me as if I was invisible.
Out of my way. This is my show. Y'all get the hell out of here and stay alive. Understand? You ain't getting your way. Not if Takemaru Yakushiji has anything to say about it!
The zombies converged on Takemaru all at once. Bleh! I had to go to Takemaru before it was too late. No, I can't. What was I trying to do? My emotions were all over the place. Felt like my mind was floating and couldn't settle in one spot. Darn it, let's just get away before we're all wiped out! Sorry, Takemaru. Wait, guys, take me with you! I tried to call to my friends, but again, no words came out of my mouth. I simply stood rooted to the spot, unable to do a single thing. And my consciousness slowly melted away. I woke up in the metal shop, despite having no recollection of going there. How did I get here? And where did everyone go? I remembered running away from the zombies, but nothing after that. I looked around to see if anyone might be nearby. Is that? A scared-looking Tsubasa was snooping around cautiously. I was hit by a sudden impulse to run over to her, but at the same time, the rational part of my mind screamed at me not to do that. They were the same conflicting feelings I had when I saw Takemaru being attacked. I had no idea what was causing them. Then, I felt something else. I was flung away by something. Lifting up my head, I saw Kiyoshika. I was too careless. There's zombies in this room, too. Run, Tsubasa! But Kiyoshika shrieked before I could say anything and started charging at top speed. It happened so quickly. Kiyoshika sank her teeth into Tsubasa's neck and began feasting on her flesh like a starving beast. Tsubasa was being eaten alive before my very eyes. Once again, I could do nothing but stare at the shocking scene. I couldn't even get to my feet. As Kiyoshika kept feeding, I caught a glimpse of a Nozomi. The corners of her lips turned up. Was she? Smiling? Next moment, she caught my gaze, and the look in her eyes changed into that of pity. Come join us, Takumi. It'll be more fun that way. What? What did she mean? I didn't hear her say anything, but I heard her voice in my head. Then, all of a sudden... a screwdriver pierced through her head and she collapsed on the spot, black congealed blood pouring out of her wound. Quickly looked over to see who had done it. You damn mindless monsters! Just drop dead already! I'm gonna hunt down and kill every last one of you! As I looked at Gaku standing there, trembling in rage and sorrow. Something inside that had been holding me back burst apart. My mind completely shut down, and I gave my body over to my uncontrolled impulses. Get away from me! I looked down blankly at Gaku as I fed on him. There was no sadness or guilt. Nothing, except the excitement and satisfaction of filling my senses with the delightful taste of blood. I looked over at where Nozomi was laying. Her eyes were empty and clouded over. She was just a lump of inactive flesh now. She had no way of communicating with me, and yet...
You finally joined us.
I got the feeling that was what she was saying. I slowly regained consciousness until eventually I could see light. The body of Shoma lay in front of me. He'd been completely drained of blood. Oh, Shoma's dead too. I probably killed him. My hands and blood were covered in thick, fresh blood. Where did she go? I must find her. I must. Clara, I must. I'm a zombie. Look at me.
Troops, congratulations! This is your 100th morning at the Academy! At long last, the time has come! On this auspicious day, the long-held wish of humanity will finally be realized! The most important battle of all will be upon us momentarily. Please, follow the orders provided through the announcement system quickly and without delay. Get yourselves in order before then! I'll see you shortly, soldiers!
Day 100? Who cares about that? Clara must find where she...
No! Get away from me!
Finally found. Why run away? Don't run. I must. Oh, can I chase her? Let's go. Come here. Where'd you go? Clara. No! I'm sorry! Please let me live! Why so scared?
Please, no!
Clara! You've got it all wrong. All I want is to kill you. Clara, I must. Bite Clara's neck? Hell no. Live, woman. We'll get both, but I have to stay true to my heart. I can't do that to Clara. I must. Clara must. Stop it already! I must. Clara, I must. I want.
No! Leave me alone!
This is... That's it!
You're all going to die for this!
Hell yeah.
I'll kill you! I'll kill all of you!
Hell yeah.
I'll kill you! And you! And you! And every last one of you!
Hey, Takumi. You hesitated just now when you were trying to attack me. Grr. Gee. If you can still hear my voice, then listen up.
This bad ending can't have been what you came back for, right? Then use your power to redo it. Come back and save me. Save us all one more time.
Gee.
All right then. Goodbye.
Queen. Okay. Kurata's last stand. Okay. Let's bite her. One of us. One of us. Must. Ra.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds. Special Defense Unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately.
Let's all board it, guys.
Launch momentarily. Please depart immediately after boarding the escape pod. Repeat. An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
No? Y'all don't want to board? Whee! Oh, we did. Nice.
The pod has successfully left the atmosphere, switching to automatic flight control until arrival at artificial satellite. Repeat.
Okay. Hey, there, we made it back to the satellite. Woo! Yeah! Alright. Flight of the Living Dead. Nice. What a camp-ass fucking route. It was fun. I had fun. It didn't drag on for too long, so I didn't mind it. But yeah, it's gonna be a big tonal shift with whatever route we do next, because it's not gonna be down here. This is still slasher route. Jesus Christ, I forgot that. Yeah, the slasher route, zombie route was all the same. Is it called zombie route or is it called slasher route? I guess they're both called slasher route. Okay, whatever. Anyway. We'll go to, what is this? We'll go to Let 'em Live. We'll go somewhere here. I don't freaking know. There's a whole bunch of timelines we still haven't... Oh, this is the kiss here. Okay. I think we got 72 and 76, though, which makes sense. We've learned about the gi and shit, so we just need to find 34 and... what was it? 34 and 36. But I do want to wait to come back to that one to the end. But anyways, enough yapping. Thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah. We live forever, even when we're dead. Bleh. Okay, bye.